so everybody accept it. Otherwise, I will see you next time. And so today we are going to focus on higher self connection. So of course, higher self connection is in the basis connecting your hand on your heart, because in the heart is the photon of the source, your direct connection with the source, your direct connection with your higher self. So this is the basis. But what we're going to do today is more than ever, all the sessions before, really dive in everything which is helping to connect the higher self. So it will be inner child work focused on the connection. It will be program work on the focus on this connection. So everything will be connected there. Of course, I want to go do a little round if there's some special wishes next to the higher self. And maybe they are. So I want to ask Kooten first. Is there anything you want to bring in for today?
Nope.
No, perfect. Higher self it will be. Anne.
The higher self.
Okay, the higher.
Stronger connection.
Perfect. Jamie.
Same, and the only thing I would add, as you always do, is just to allow everything to flow with ease.
Perfect. Ease and grace.
Ease and grace, yes.
Lex.
I'm fine.
Okay, super. Okay, so what I'm gonna do, and if somebody else is joining, they're a little bit late, so they can always come in, no problem in that. What I'm gonna do is to start the normal session. A normal session is connecting everything into your heart to your heart. So everything in your system to your heart, everything in your field to your heart. Then we're gonna connect you to your higher self helpers, to the central sun, to the source, Mother Earth, to the kernel of Mother Earth. And then we're gonna start working on the inner child, collect them around you, bring all those connections into the higher self connections, and then we have a little extra round of asking how everybody is doing, and maybe there are some other topics coming up, and let's do that. So this is not for you, but it's a donation-based session. So anybody is joining or watching, please donate to support this work. And for now, if there's anything during the session, please let us know. Be in communication. It's not a single monotone monologue. And I can't help the light. It's not really good for my head, but it's what it is. So close your eyes, feet next to each other, hand on the heart. And first we're going to connect all the heart rooms, the 4 chambers of your heart, to the photon of the source in the middle of your heart. And we're going to connect the 4 rooms to each other. And there's an upper space, a lower space, and a back space of the heart. You're going to connect it to the photon of the source as well. And all these spaces, these 3 spaces and the 4 chambers, we're going to connect individually to each other as well. And it's all done in all time, space, dimensions, and infinities. And I'm going to connect all the single cells of your physical body to the photon of the source in your heart. And every cell is now connected to the photon of the source in the middle of your heart, in all time and space, all dimensions, and all infinities. We're going to connect every system, physical system, to the photon of the source in your heart. And all these systems we know of, like the meridians, your lymph system, all these systems, your organs, everything is connected to the photon of the source in your heart. But also all the systems we don't even know of, the physical systems. So we have done the physical, and now we're going to connect the energetical. Shurtia, all these layers to the photon of the source in your heart. And all these layers will be connected to the photon of the source in your heart. Sure, and we're going to connect the cosmical layers. And the galactical layers. And all these layers are will be connected to the photon of the source in your heart. And everything is now connected to the photon of the source in your heart, in all time and space, all dimensions, all infinities. So we're going to connect you to your higher self and all its helpers. And the photon of the source in your heart. And we're especially going to connect your higher self to you and your higher as a being. And then we're going to connect you to the central sun. And it's all done in all time and space, all dimensions, all infinity. We're going to connect you to the source and sources. And now we're ready to connect to the kernel of Mother Earth, to Gaia. And everything is now connected to you with your heart in the center of the universe. And we're going to connect you to all galaxies, to the photon of the source in your heart. And remember, these galaxies have all three of lives. We're going to connect the photon of the source to all three of lives. This will support you to have a better connection with your higher self. These connections will be in the neck through the heart into these trees of life. And everything is connected to the photon of the source in your heart. In all time, space, dimensions, and infinity. We're going to ask the higher self to connect to each cell in your physical body. To each organ in your body. To each brain cell. To each energy cell in your system. Every molecule. And all these invisible layers, we ask the higher self to connect directly to them. And this is a special session for the higher self connection. Everything will be connected to the higher self. The helpers of the higher self are helping to create, rebuild, and remember these connections. Shumana iya tatara tambor otochokoko shotorum atatatai dirin yadataranchata. And we create a pillar of light between the higher self and your physical system. And this pillar of light is armed white in a circle. So that you can center in your pillar of light in connection with your higher self. Shum Aranyanana. We put a program in so that you will always centered in this pillar of light in your higher self connection. Juk Aranjikataram Kukukush Karanjakat. Shukondorana, Shukondora, Shukondora, Brishkanda Kata. And this pillar of light is connected from your higher self to the photon of the source in your heart to Shuvatkata, Shuv Anjatata. So there is an automatic program which helps you to really connect to your higher self in the photon of the source and center in this pillar of light to the Shukondoranjai. We're going to call in all your inner childs of all time, space, dimensions, and infinity. Shuranyaka. Wochokoto individually forming a circle around us. And as gratitude for all these inner childs popping up around us, we connect them to the photon of the source in our hearts, to the photon of the source in each individual inner child. And all these inner childs will support our healing work today. So we're going to ask all these inner childs who have been active in creating activities, creating experiences in all their activities. So there was a buildup of emotions, and we asked them to let these emotions go with ease and grace, slowly, gently. We don't need these emotions anymore. Also, these inner childs have experiences in connection to the higher self. Sometimes they diminished the higher self connections by just programming patterns or fear or whatever. Doesn't need to know, but we are going to rebuild, reconnect, remember this higher self connection for each inner child. Vushka aya torum akish purum shuma ai tukot orum achi juprum yukatai shuranapakatataya mahai. Each inner child individually in all time, space, dimensions, infinities will be reconnected, remembered with the connection of higher self, the photon of the source. And we're going to create pillars of light between the higher self and the inner child individually. So that this inner child also can balance, rebalance, and remember the balance between higher self and photon of the source in their heart. Suotatash Ushosham Ara Yanamai Shu Kotonoma Ata Tatana Shayama Ati Titi Kotonda Ata Nyon Nyon Varash. And all these inner childs have let go a lot of old emotions, and these emotions created space, new free space in their systems. And we're going to refill this space with remembrance of old connections, remembrance of the old connections of higher self in connection with your photon of the source in your heart. And directly from the source and the central sun, we get light, love, and energy to remember these connections for every individual inner child. Totoshi ana akatai ihiha nyanamakataya shurandakatarandaka isha shur tatatashimrata diva ni dononana. So every possible remembrance is activated at this moment in all time, space, dimensions, infinities. And this pillar of light enables us to really, really bathe in all this beautiful light from the source, the central sun, Mother Earth, Shukatai, And this is not only valid for us, but also for all these inner child. And these inner childs are bathing in the same way in light and love as we are. We are opening special programs where we stabilizing, reopening, remembering all these connections, these very old connections. These are connections not only placed in the heart, but also in the solar plexus. And this is all remembered with ease, grace, and happiness. You can feel the work of the helpers of the higher self opening up old lanes of remembering. It's like opening portals or gates. These are connections, reconnections, remembrance between all our galaxies, further away galaxies. We release it from the shoulder points. Just let it all integrate in your system. This is your old remembrance system. So open your space. Open your mind. And all of these opening will bring space and room for new programs of light and love, remembrance. This is all integrated with ease and grace. Everything from now on will be brought to you in ease and grace. You can feel it going through your heart. Release old pains. Blocking memories. Open up the rules of memories. Open up the rules of life. Open up the rules. Especially for you, this will be integrated directly in the heart. Feel this opening up. Let go of all resistance not needed. Set open the belief system of complete open belief of all that is, that you are. You're going to take away all programs, patterns, and belief systems which are holding you back of feeling, finding, and understanding the multidimensionality of yourself. Shumanayata Koranyata Shukototo Shumai Nyan Baran Yan Yan Juk Orin Yananayan Shkurotata Ishana Maya. Open up further to Koko Barasa. It's all beginning in the heart center. Tush to Kontatai Shu Kondanta Koruntatosh Kontatai Yan I in Anayana. It's all being remembered. Dash that. So let the integration continue in the background and just step back onto this, in this normal being life of you. Let me ask you how this is feeling. How is this for you, Koen? Unmute.
Again, I'm not so focused. I have a lot on my mind, but I will watch it back.
Okay, perfect, perfect. Don't force it, just let it come.
No.
Perfect.
It was beautiful. So I was surrounded in a white light, and the ease and grace and peace was like the last word. And my higher self said, the program is installed. I'm always here. And I saw like very visually white light extending to the inner children.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I was singing at the end, like a very mother, like I felt like my higher self was mothering, like the mothering, mothering my inner children.
Beautiful. Yeah. Okay, Jamie.
So at the very beginning, I had a vision of my cousin. When I was younger, I only saw my cousin maybe like 3 times, very young, and I don't have very many memories of my childhood at all. But my cousin came to me and she was blind, and I remember that she did lots of motions and movements, and I remember being afraid of her as a child. And so as that came back to me, I just remembered that, you know, the things that we see that were triggered by are, you know, us coming back into remembrance of who we are, and it's giving us an opportunity to see those things and accept them without judgment and without fear. And so that was a really beautiful experience for me.
Beautiful. Wow. Thanks for sharing. Lex, you're muted.
Yeah. Also, my head was a bit still busy with things before.
Yeah.
So I was not too concentrated, but I tried really to concentrate on the words or whatever you call them. No, and there was at a certain moment, I don't remember which moment it was, there was a lot of grief. I really feel very sad.
Beautiful. Beautiful. Just let it pass, let it go. Don't focus on it. It's just it's like a film, and you just see one picture of it, but it's still moving.
That's already gone, actually. But it was at a certain moment, there was just this small, that was a big energy, but it was just a small time of frame. It was
super. And
I felt something inside it. I don't know, because I really tried to concentrate on what you're saying. That's why now I have my headphones on. It was not so easy. And there was something, I don't know what it is, but I don't know. I don't have to know, actually.
Super. So this little chat helped me to rephrase the second round. So even if what Lex is telling me helps me to fine tune new codes or different codes, helping to, in this case, more opening. And so everything is always perfect. Everything is always at the right time, moment in time. We are all evolving on our own, in our own speed and all space. So the only thing what I hope you will be able to is to open up, to trust that you are a multidimensional being with great capacities. And the more you can open and believe in this and believe in it without any proof, the better it helps you. The better it makes it, the easier it will make it for you. It doesn't matter if you don't do it. Then the road will be a little bit longer, but it helps enormously to open up So please close your eyes again. And so let's have a second round. And I'm going to step up the connection part because we are already connected, but I want to emphasize that the connection part is there. And so close your eyes and start in a connection to the heart, everything of every system to the heart, photon of the heart in all time, space, and dimensions and infinities. Or Aisha. Nyakatada nyakoton dok arishi shisham am ad I nyanana a shuk onana yadadana. The first program I will enter and will start with is complete open minds. Chugot Aisha tanam bor ai nyagana tu tekadam aishanana. Complete open minds in connection with an open heart. Tot a chikat ananyakata tot orangana. Clear all thinkings. Chukon chukot anjaran a di kuro to uro torota aishama a. Shuku dara I jara ndara anyanaka. Clear all resistance in every cell, system, energy part of your system. Doram apa atatai. Shunama ahiyanana. Koko karana. It has helped you enormous. Is not needed anymore. But aya. Shunam akaihi hanahan koram ayana hiyadakata hiyadaha. Take away all blockages. Bor aisha. Taram achichi turum mo totata nyanam amban jidum aramba anyana. Take away all expectations. Shut amahiha tataya. Shub aram amaya nana. Kukokoto tatai anana kanana kanaya papa. Start opening up as a newborn child. Now we ask all the inner childs to regather in a circle around us. They are still connected to the center of our hearts and their hearts. Individually, we ask all these inner childs to let go of all resistance, blockages, expectations. It will help us to open up to the mata tata inyama aya. Everything will be clear. Especially all the inner childs will carry on a little bit of hurt and then let that go. It was only the experience. No need to hold on to the emotion. The higher self is hurting the group of inner childs. You are kept well and warm. This will help us to use the new brain space in all these inner childs to fill it up with open, free mindings. So open the mind, including all the inner child's minds. Let go of all expectations. Let go of all resistance and blockages. Not needed anymore in all time, space, dimensions, infinity. We fill it up with ease and grace. Fill it up with gratitude and light. directly from the source, this higher self and central sun and Mother Earth to put in the akash. And remember, this is all clearing, remembering, establishing the higher self connection. So we ask the higher self to implant communication programs so that we understand better, more, or even complete what is the communication between the higher self and ourselves. If we are ready, if it's allowed, let it go in your system. Let it go into all your inner channels. Let it integrate in your system. Again, let go of resistance. Let go of resistance. Resistance in the mind is not needed anymore. This is for your own beliefs. It will open not only the higher self perspective, it will create a new perspective in mind. It's creating more absorbability in the mindset. So keep your eyes closed. Keep your eyes closed. Keep your hand on your heart, your feet next to each other. This is all about embracing this remembrance of your higher self connection. Fuda aya makata adadandaka adam ayandara karan. So from whatever galaxy you are, start remembering right now. Koran gitarai dadam aka karan yakata. Close your eyes. Dadam okosh dadam. And You will find your own path of remembrance. So open all portals. Your inner channels are open already. Your layers are connected to your heart, so open it. So come back into your body, into your mind, into your feeling. You're opening a lot of gates. It feels more powerful than all other sessions. Patricia is supporting this by helping to, how you said, equalize the roads so that you can even go further. Maybe it's a good moment to just give some words to it if you are able. It's not necessary, but for some people it helps. For the person I know best with words at this moment, it's
the word Anunnaki came to me. I don't know, Patricia, the two of you together are like you connect us, Robert, and then Patricia like leveled us out. Yeah, I think there was just like the first part was like a little bit of scraping of like programs and things that we didn't even know needed to be cleared out, and because they've served their purpose. And then this round was like, okay, now we have this cleared space to work with. And then there was, for me personally, a connection to beyond my higher self. It was really crazy. And at one point I was singing along with Patricia. So yeah.
Beautiful, beautiful. Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you for sharing this.
Mm-hmm.
And these waves are continuous for a long time. They come from far, and they will go far into your systems. So if there's any resistance, even if you can feel it now, just pop it up, because it's helping you to give some words to it so that we can open it. Don't be shy. This is your shining moment. And so I will do a little round. And thank you, Anne. I don't feel that there's any resistance in you. So I skip you in this part. But it's okay, yeah?
Yes.
Okay. Lex, how are you doing?
I'm fine. Just also again sad, especially after the singing, and this was really during the singing. There were tears in my eyes, and also the words. It really made me reconnect to something. I don't know what it is, but it's beautiful. Yeah, it's really like a bit coming home.
Beautiful. Oh, beautiful. Thank you. Yeah.
And I was really inspired by all the people moving. I'm a dancer, so I know how to move, but I love that moving. So it helps me also. Right?
And it does for everybody. If you feel it like that, it helps you. Jamie is a dancer, Anne is a dancer, Kooten is a dancer, but he doesn't really know it yet. But we're all dancers, even me. So if you feel it, just let it go. But also the tears, don't let them be stuck in your system. They help you to release many energies. So if it's there, just let it go. And thank you for giving it words. But that's because that's helping also. It's all helping to open up more and more, so that there can be more higher self connection, communication, remembrance. Beautiful. Thank you very much. Yeah.
And there are still, of course, what you say, the resistance. There's still a lot of resistance. I don't know why, but I don't know.
Maybe it's just a suggestion. Maybe because you've been resistant, it's helping you. The resistance has been helping you for so long. It's like it's a survival toolkit, not a mask, but like a whole shield. And so it will take some time to let it all go, but you're doing really good. And I'm really glad that you're here now, so that you can see the movements that other people are making, so that you were already moving. So that will help you to get into your own new Lex modus. Seriously, but I'm serious. I can see it. Beautiful that you're doing this. Beautiful. Great. So and don't give too much attention to the resistance. It's there. You can say it's okay. I know you are there. So I'm giving you permission to just go to the light. It's now higher self connection time. It's a new phase in this area for me. It's okay. Close your eyes, Lex. Porshnya makatai ingorun data ati makadan yakatach kokotorum kui indiana shukorum ataya. Shukun randa hahi kondorun doko koyun yatai tadatai tadata tush. Okay, Jamie.
So I was a big thing I had come up, and I had it come up earlier, and maybe this is for Lex a little bit too. I think that it's when we start to question it, what is that? What are you saying? What does it mean? Where's it coming from? What's this body movement? What am I doing with my hand? Any of it. That's when, for me anyway, I my mind takes over, my ego takes over, because when I'm doing this and I'm in the flow, for me, if somebody asked me what I was doing, I really couldn't explain it real well yet in words, but I can feel it with my body, and there's certain hand motions that I'll do, and like I saw a streaming yellow light coming towards me as I was like doing this with my hand. And so for me, I was thinking that as long as we go into everything setting the intention that it's for our greatest and highest good, and then just really surrender and release and let it go without judging ourselves at all, and thinking that we look weird, or asking what we're doing, or what is that and what does that mean. For me, that's been the best way to get all the I think Nicola calls them niggles, get all the niggles out. And with the movement too, that's like, for me, the movement helps so much to I can feel all those little things and pieces and pulls, and that I'm letting go of as I'm doing the movements, and it's very helpful. So
yeah, thank you. And it reminds me, Patricia is an organizer of trance dance. We can't do that. Maybe we can do one once online. We can try that. But we do it normally live. And trance dance is dancing with a mask so that you don't see. So, and I think I invite you to, for all these next sessions, behave as if you have your own blindfold, so that you don't care what everybody is thinking, because it is really not of any matter. It's just be the being you are. Be the best being you are. That's all that matters.
Can I add something for this with the movement? And with the movement is also telling a story. And it's like when I dance with my hands, I talk with my hands. And for me, it's just an extra voice.
Mm-hmm.
And it shows his story, and every move we make are words.
Mm-hmm. We don't even have to know them.
No, it's another language.
Yeah, and your higher self, your energy system, your helpers, they know exactly what is needed at this moment. So they will let you make these movements, and everything is always perfect. So Jamie, really thank you for this addition in your words and your energy, of course. Koen, you put your head on. You're still muted. You are still muted. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I was still all the time away with my thoughts. I tried to focus more, but when Patricia started to play the flute, immediately again light language came out a lot.
Oh, beautiful, beautiful.
And my headache disappeared and my thoughts disappeared. So thank you.
So start re-listening to this flute. That will help you. And then when the light language comes, just let it go. Maybe record it yourself. And remember, light language is a healing tool. It's very powerful.
Yeah.
It's like the dancing Jamie and Lex and Anna are doing, the movements with their hands. And if you don't do the movements with their hands, it will follow, maybe or not. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
And the light language, even if it's like screaming or loud or whatever, it's helping, because it's letting go of all these old resistance, these old programs, these old patterns.
Yeah.
Everything is really, really moving into your connection with your higher self, to be in the pillar of light.
Yeah, and I recognize what Jamie was saying, that I'm still constantly thinking about what you are thinking about me, what the others are thinking about me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So let it, and it's beautiful that you can admit it. So, but it's not of importance, because we are all beautiful beings, and
Yeah.
whatever we do. So, who cares?
Yeah.
That's understandable. So it will help you, and you're getting more and more into your normal being.
Yeah.
So be a bit patient, because you have a long way where you came from. Be gentle for yourself. Very important. Always be gentle for yourself. And just keep on moving.
Yeah.
There's a song for it. We have to keep on moving. So, Patricia, is there anything you want to add to this whole session?
Yeah, I like to add, we are connected to our higher selves again, completely. And I'd like to add that we can look over what's, how do I say? I'm just going to start with the quote and then explain what I did, because I have it there. Afukotia tatu sumia mapa kakatia satania tati yopokatia nyatata tupukotia nyana siiti katumia makata tatia tupukotia nyatata papatia ta sititi tiata tapoto suutiti niamaha katata nyapu satania katata payata na tata tanya tata tata tutu tupo ya mahayata na. This is for we are stuck in our situations, in our lives, and this coach pulled you out. This pulls you out, so you're just like a havik or bird that can look over everything. So it's like you're now in charge of your own helicopter view over the world. So each time you get
or
in
even
it,
higher.
but I stay there now. Your codes are all over, and this is for world level. For here.
In a half it is a hawk.
Okay, yeah. Yeah.
For the people,
or another bird. Yeah.
But a big one. The big bird.
Yeah,
so,
the overview.
So what we are what we are doing today is help you to really connect again to your higher self. This is not something which is new for you, but it's just something which has been hidden more and more over the years, ages, eons of time. This is only helping you to open up. If you find any barriers or whatever, just connect to us. Patricia and I will help you. You can also connect to each other. You can connect to Anne, you can connect to Kooten, you connect to Lex, you connect hopefully also to Jamie. And because we are there to help each other. It's sometimes a question you don't dare to ask me or Patricia, ask it to Anne or to ask it to Jamie or ask it to Lex, ask it to Kooten. Be communicative, because this is something we all have been going through. And some of us are a little bit further or a little bit less. It doesn't really matter, because we are all in our own journey. The opening up is the most important thing. And I got shivers all over my system at this moment. The opening up is the most important thing we can do for ourselves. So close your eyes, hold your hand on the heart and your feet on the ground. Kuranja kataranda ayada nambokodam data. Turunduku stodam achino kodana nyanana mama no. This is coming from faraway galaxies, helping you to remember. Nothing is wrong, everything is right. So be gentle with ease and grace in all your systems. Start opening up like the lotus coming out of the mud. And all light will throw around you like a vortex, your own. So I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you can do something with this. I am sure it will work. And I'm confident that you will find out yourself that this work will work. Please re-watch this as often as your higher self is telling you. You don't need to watch it, but watch it at least one time, because then you will find where points of interest are. Make a little note at whatever minutes this is interesting for me. So you don't have to watch it all. If you want to watch it all, it will help. It will help to get you deeper and deeper in this opening, reopening, and remembering. I really enjoyed this. I will start thinking on a new topic. Maybe it's the same, but maybe a new topic for next week. Oh no, next week is not possible because next week I'm traveling. So the next one will be on the 1st of October. Next week I'm sleeping in France, and so I'm not daring to take the risk of and stress and everything. So I'm skipping a whole week. Together with Patricia, we decided that, and she's guiding me to be out of the stress and be in a bit of a holiday. So next week will be the holiday time, the 1st of October, and so I have more time to think of a topic. That's good. I really hope you enjoyed it. I feel that you did. I see the energy of your systems, and they're really bright. Jamie, I feel that ease and grace was integrated enough, but if there's a specific need to contact me,
Thank you.
Yeah, no, you're welcome. I'm so happy to see you blossom so beautiful. So, but you can always connect to Patricia, because I know there's a special energy line there.
I have a drum coming soon.
So, let us show it to us. Kooten, you're doing a great job. So keep on doing it, and just keep really getting into your internal world, because it's beautiful over there. But you have to find your own way in that. Lex, I'm so pleased that you are here, and so you are so welcome. And I know there's so much. There's so much. I see an egg which is breaking, an egg which is breaking, like the chicken's getting out. And I hope you understand that this is a beautiful metaphor, and you are getting out of this old system, and you're doing so great. So you are really welcome. I hope if anybody needs something, you connect to us or to any of us, because we are some kind of a tribe. I don't know from which galaxy, but we definitely are. If you didn't subscribe to YouTube channel, but I can't imagine you didn't, please do, because there's information. Facebook the same, and I hope to see you all on the 1st of October, and you'll really, really help beautiful people. Thank you very much. See you soon. Love you all.
Love you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye, guys.